Welcome back, Super Friends and Super Family. I'm Nick, and today I'm reacting to The Big Bang Theory Season 2, Episodes 21, 22, and 23. It's crazy that we're already at the end of the second season. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this second season ends. I mean, the first season was a really feel-good ending. I was so happy for Leonard and for Penny. I have a bad feeling about this second season. I mean, I will say on the record that I definitely prefer the second season overall of The Big Bang Theory over the first season. I feel like the writing was stronger. I've gotten to know the characters more, and just the jokes were funnier to me this second season. So I'm definitely happy with the season at this point, but I also think that we've seen just a lot of low points for Leonard. Not super depressing or anything. His life isn't falling apart, but they've ended several episodes that I kind of thought would have a feel-good ending in a way where things do not look so good for Leonard. So I just have an instinct that that might be the way that they end this second season. I could be totally wrong though. I can't wait to find out. As always, you want to watch along the full unedited reaction that's up on Patreon. You can also check out episodes of Season 3 of The Big Bang Theory, which of course are up on my Patreon for early access. Let's just get right into it. The Big Bang Theory Season 2, Episodes 21, 22, and 23.
Are you from the Star Wars universe? Were you in the original trilogy?
Yes.
Yoda.
Picture of you in my wallet wearing a metal bikini.
No, not Princess Leia.
God, I hope not. I'm not Princess Leia.
Chewbacca. Han Solo.
Are you in
I'm just
all
gonna start saying
six
Star Wars names.
movies?
Yes.
Interesting.
All 6. R2-D2.
Do you kind of look like a shiny Sheldon?
Dang, he does look like C-3PO.
C-3PO!
You got it.
I've never made that connection before. That's genius, Raj.
C-3PO?
You do.
Don't get me wrong, I'm flattered. I just don't see it.
You have more guts than C-3PO, but physically you kind of look like him a little bit.
Winkle. You've reached friends with benefits.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so they're still at that stage.
Press 1 now.
Leslie might actually like that.
Expression mean, friends with benefits.
Oh, here
Does
we
he
go.
provide her with health insurance?
Howard? Do you know Howard?
Imagine you maintained a friendship with someone you had sex with.
Sorry, I can't imagine any of that.
Don't bother.
My turn. You may begin your questions whenever you're ready.
Are you Spock?
Raj is on fire. Look at this. Look at this.
Aren't you leaving for your booty call?
Something else. Why does everything have to be about sex with you? Come on.
What happened? What was that about? He seems upset.
Are you from a TV series?
She dumped me.
Oh. Dang. I mean, are you that surprised?
Babylon 5, we're never gonna get it.
I don't know Babylon 5. I mean, Howard, like, weren't you just out trying to pick up girls on ladies' night, like last episode? I do hope that means Leslie might make an appearance, though, even if she's not with Howard.
Why did she dump you?
She just said, Howard, Mama's a Rolling Stone. And her call waiting beeped and she was gone.
Oh, he's so heartbroken.
If you were in a non-emotional relationship
It wasn't non-emotional.
You obviously had feelings for her.
I saw her naked, for God's sake.
Lifelong feelings.
city in Nevada, specifically to help people like Howard forget their problems.
Are they literally going to Vegas? That would be insane.
With new problems such as alcoholism, gambling addiction, and sexually transmitted diseases.
I mean, those problems are all so minor, right?
Or was that Sheldon's way of saying Vegas, baby?
Could be fun. I know my weekend's wide open now that...
Oh, this could be a good episode. Okay, that's pretty good, like shutter sound, right?
Las Vegas.
Right now?
Yes.
People do things right now all the time. Why can't we be right now?
Yeah, do it, please.
Pack a bag and we'll be right now, people.
I like that spirit.
I have to stop at the drugstore to refill a prescription, but after that, we'll go right now.
You'll still take off right now, you're just making a pit stop.
Vegas, baby.
What are you
I
gonna
want
tell
to
your
see
mother?
Sheldon in
SeaWorld,
Vegas.
baby.
Hey, Ma! I'm going to SeaWorld!
I'd rather have a blowfly lay eggs and hatch larvae in my auditory canal.
Don't say that.
Great, we'll bring you back a t-shirt.
No, they need Sheldon. They need Sheldon. They're really gonna leave him home?
Hello, neighbor.
Hello, Sheldon.
He's so happy to see her. What's up?
I'm glad.
Really?
What's going
Are you
on?
drunk?
I'm just
Yeah.
in a good mood.
No.
I will be enjoying a blissful evening.
That's Superman's big ice thingy.
Patty, you're catching on. You're catching on.
I'm actually finding your tenuous grasp of the English language folksy and charming today.
That was more insulting than it needed to be.
Peanuts, which would reduce Wallowitz to a wheezing 97-pound blister
Sheldon really is so happy. He just needs his own apartment.
that would cause Leonard to render any room uninhabitable within minutes. If at some point you find yourself with nothing to do, please do not disturb me.
Why did I not see that coming?
Oh, I shall.
That was great. Oh no, did he lose his key? How could Sheldon lose his key?
No!
What's wrong, Superman? Locked out of your big ice thingy?
Okay, Penny, that was nice. That was nice. Alright, this makes up for Sheldon not being in Vegas, hanging out with Penny.
Howard, can I borrow some aftershave?
Black case, top compartment.
Someone's optimistic.
First row are your musk, second is wood.
He thinks he's Joey. He thinks he's Joey.
You guys go ahead. I just have to finish up an email.
To Leslie?
That's Leslie's Facebook page.
Oh.
Okay, fine. I'm checking her Facebook.
Howard, just be honest about your feelings.
She dumped me. People need to know I dumped her.
People don't need to know.
Grow up, Raj. There's no place for truth on the internet. Just go. I'll catch up with you.
He's not. He's gonna stay here all night.
If I get lucky, I'll take her to my stately manor outside Gotham City, and you get lucky, I'll sleep on the moon.
Sounds like a plan.
Raj is like, there's lots of alcohol in Vegas.
How did the beautiful mind of Sheldon Cooper forget his key in the first...
Yes.
I left them in the bowl.
Oof. Amateur mistake.
The emergency key is
Where?
in your apartment.
Why?
A few weeks ago when you guys were home and I forgot it there.
What are you saying?
No confessions now, Penny.
You're the milk thief! Leonard said I was crazy, but I knew that carton felt lighter.
Call the building manager. He'll come open your door. You just eat your dinner here while you're...
Yeah, hang out with Penny.
Dinner? In your apartment?
Too dirty? Too messy?
You can eat shrimp for $3.95. Disneyland can suck it.
Vegas is kind of like Disneyland for adults, right?
Dude, check it out! That's laundry for a month!
Hi.
Does Raj know what's going on here? She's working, Raj.
Rajesh Ramayan Kutrapali.
Rajesh from Hi Rajesh.
Good call.
Are you interested in a little party?
Why, yes, I love to party.
Talk to you for a moment.
Not now, Leonard. Michaela's inviting me to a party.
Do you know what kind?
Make sure they have a bed for you.
Pretty sure she's a prostitute.
No.
I mean, I'd bet.
Gorgeous women have walked straight up to you in a bar and asked if you wanted to party.
It would be hilarious if she wasn't. That's the
Maybe
twist.
I can save her.
Oh, man. No. Don't go down this route.
Lovely meeting you. Best of luck in your future endeavors. Oh, I miss her already.
Maybe it's best that Howard's in his room.
Howard's losing it. Check out his latest Twitter.
Oh, no. I take that back.
My life is meaningless. My future is without hope.
Who's his follower? His mom?
Too bad he wasn't here for that hooker. She's exactly his type, a hooker. I may open this $20 jar of peanuts and end it all.
This is why people should be posting stuff online. Oh, gosh.
So how was your day?
He's being polite. Look at this.
Trying to make small talk?
Yes.
Sweetie, you really don't have to.
How was your day?
Around at the restaurant, so my hours are going to be a little different.
I'm sorry, that's not going to interest me at all.
You guys cops?
No?
I'm a prostitute.
Okay, great.
We have a friend in need.
Down in the dumps, and we thought maybe you could cheer him up.
With sex.
You don't need to spell it out.
You beat around the bush. She's on the mean streets where they shoot from the hip and keep it real.
Oh, that we can do this where he doesn't know that you're a...
Prostitute.
I love Raj just saying it.
Actually, if it's not too much to ask, could we have the Jewish girlfriend experience?
That's question 20. You have to guess.
I don't know.
Penny would rather be at work.
How can one person be a whole movie?
Okay, I give up. Can we just do something else?
I was Spock.
Can Sheldon even make himself choose anything else? I don't think so.
Are you and Leonard friends with benefits?
Now we're getting to the questions.
I'm curious about the whole social construct. One's sexual appetite, assuming one is afflicted with such. What I've observed, however, is Howard Wolowitz crying like a little girl. Are you able to have sex with men without developing an emotional attachment?
Sheldon,
I plead the fifth.
I don't particularly excel at reading facial expressions, body
I'm
language.
uncomfortable.
Are your ears working?
Thank you, that's very helpful.
He does mean that, though.
Would it maybe kill them to put out a nice brisket?
They're like, keep it up. Keep it up. The way he turns around.
Hi there, Howard Wolowitz.
Esther Rosenblatt.
They're like, we planned this so well. They're so proud of themselves.
I sleep on the couch?
Wasn't the first suggestion that came to mind, but it's the one I'm going with.
What was the first suggestion I want to hear?
No intention of living out E.M. Snickering's beloved children's book, The Tall Man from Cornwall.
Never read it.
My body fits on it, but barely upon it. There's no room for my big Cornish head.
Okay, Sheldon should do the audiobook version 100%.
I will give you my bed on one condition.
What?
That you promise to zip your hole for the next 8 hours.
That's a good rule, Penny.
Say one last thing.
Only if it doesn't rhyme.
All right.
What? Say thank you.
Good night.
Okay.
Long walks on the beach. Freaky on the Sabbath with a bacon cheeseburger.
Howard's like, my dream girl.
Why, Gavalt, you're hot.
Yeah. Excuse me for a moment.
Does Howard realize what's going on?
Hey, how's it going? Cut the crap. You set this up.
Okay. Yeah, he's not that stupid.
She's a hooker, isn't she?
He won't care, though, will he?
You already gave her the money?
Yes.
Thank you.
I knew it.
Penny,
He wasn't supposed to talk.
What?
I can't sleep.
Can you read me a bedtime story?
I'm homesick.
Your home is 20 feet.
It doesn't matter.
Feet 20 light years, it doesn't matter.
Home is a feeling.
In a galaxy far, far away.
What do you want me to do?
Sing soft, kitty.
That's only for when you're sick.
Please. I'm homesick.
Sick is a type of being sick.
Yeah.
Suppose we can stay up and talk.
Soft,
Poor Penny needs her sleep. She probably works the next day.
Sleepy kitty.
sleepy kid.
No. Start over.
Wow, that's demanding.
Thank you for letting me stay here.
That's sweet. What?
Okay, I'm sleepy now. Get out.
Mission accomplished. That was fast.
Oh, good.
Oh, what is...
Finally home.
What were you doing at Penny's?
You couldn't think the unthinkable, could he?
Happy to know that I now have a much better understanding of friends with benefits.
Oh, that is a great way to tie it all together and end it.
Smell that?
What?
It's the smell of new comic books.
Oh, okay. This is an exciting day.
Oh, yes.
Life doesn't get better.
I'm celebrating. Deploy the Wolowitz zero-gravity waste disposal system.
Really?
Get over yourself. It's a high-tech toilet.
That's still something.
Hard work. An international crew of astronauts will boldly go where no man has gone.
Leonard is so proud of that one.
Double meaning of the verb to go. Leonard is humorously mocking your efforts in space plumbing.
Good assessment.
This is an important achievement for two reasons. Number one, and of course number two.
Cardinal numbers as euphemisms for bodily functions.
I like how he explains the joke first and then laughs at it.
It's mind-blowing. Excuse me. Spoiler alert.
That it's good?
Spoil anything? You told me it's mind-blowing. So my mind is going into it pre-blown. Mind is pre-blown. It cannot be re-blown.
It's a long-winded way of saying don't overhype it.
Leonard, could I talk to you about something?
Sure.
Does that have to do with Penny?
I went out with your friend Penny a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, vaguely.
Sure you remember. You went to the bar and made a fool of yourself trying to pick up strange women.
Way to humiliate him, Raj.
The thing is, the date didn't go that well.
Oh.
Bummer. My mood just got boosted.
Dust yourself off, forget it, and move on.
I can't do that.
Why the hell not?
I have, and it will knock your socks off. Good luck getting them back on.
He doesn't care.
Figured this is probably my last shot with Penny, and I don't want to screw it up.
Nobody wants that.
Expecting things to get physical.
It's like Ross asking Rachel for dating advice in season 2.
So you'll give me a call?
Yeah, or you call me.
Great.
Or nobody calls anyone.
Penny's current suitor asking advice from her former suitor.
Yeah, thanks for closed captioning my pain.
That's a great way to put it.
He gets nowhere with Penny without jeopardizing your friendship with either of them.
How?
Just tell him to do everything you've done with her for the last 2 years.
That was mean. That was so mean. Come on. I think Leonard cares too much for that for him to appreciate the humor. It would be really strange if Penny and Stuart actually started dating. I mean, Leonard would be crushed. He'd be crushed. Whatever happened to the neighbor who moved in upstairs, too? We haven't seen her.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
You know your friend Stuart?
Yes. About what?
Does it bother you, me going out with one of your friends?
Not at all. Not at all.
I'm really more of a right now kind of guy.
Live in the moment.
Living in the moment.
I've been meditating.
I do have to live a little in the future because, well, that's my job. Stories often take place in the future.
It's a paradox,
In conclusion,
right?
no, it doesn't bother me.
How do I make him feel more comfortable around me?
Don't underestimate the value of discomfort.
Penny, there's no way she's gonna buy this.
Works in a comic book store.
Why do I feel like the second date is actually gonna go well?
Oh. Stuart.
We're just gonna ghost him?
He wants to talk about Penny. I don't want to talk about Penny.
You're making an assumption. Perhaps the comic book store is on fire.
Absolutely not.
Why would he call me?
We don't know.
I think the ringing just bugs Sheldon.
I'm not answering the phone, Sheldon.
He can't enjoy his lunch now.
There, it went to voicemail.
Aren't you going to check your message?
I'm kind of curious.
Contract breaks down, then all social contracts break down, and we descend into anarchy.
Is it a slippery slope quite like that?
It must be hell inside your head.
A little bit, probably.
At times.
Yeah, that's honest. It would be tough to be Sheldon.
Code red.
Code Red, the cherry-flavored soft drink from the makers of Mountain Dew.
Definitely the third one.
Toilet, and I made a teeny tiny mistake on the specifications.
Oh no, oh no.
How teeny tiny.
It's gonna fail after about 10 flushes.
That's tiny?
It's for 6 months.
Yeah, see, that's the code red.
How can you fix this?
At some point, something way worse than a puppet is gonna pop out of that box.
Tried NASA?
Toilet, and pretty soon there's gonna be crap floating all over your nice, shiny space.
Yeah, you can't put it like that.
Trying, but you have to admit this is pretty damn funny.
It is a little funny. But come on, help him. This is his career.
Functioning toilet that provides the comic fodder here.
Don't you mean the Wallowitz zero-gravity human waste distribution system?
Why do they keep doing that?
It's hilarious. Now,
Is that their version of high five?
reinforce this so the waste material avoids the spinning turbine.
You mean so it doesn't hit the fan?
They can't resist.
Apparently, there is no law of diminishing comedic returns with space poop.
As long as you mix it up, right?
Tonight's my date with Penny. We haven't been able to connect by phone.
Broken.
Or email.
Yeah, that's broken too. Everything's...
Everything. The internet's broken.
The most important thing with Penny is to go really slow. I mean, glacial. Be a little shy. Don't make too much eye contact.
Yeah, eye contact, very bad.
Treat her with, like, cool detachment. Fear.
The sexiest of all emotions.
That if you touch her, she'll break.
That plays right into my wheelhouse.
You might as well have just said, be myself.
What is that thing?
You don't know what this is?
No.
Good, get out.
Maybe he could help. I mean, probably not.
It wasn't bad advice. It just wasn't particularly helpful.
It was pretty bad.
My mother says that when we deceive for personal gain, we make Jesus cry.
I could so see her saying that, honestly.
To reinforce the center cross support.
Have you seen the size of the Russians they got up there?
No. I can imagine, though.
You completely screwed up your karma, dude.
You don't really believe in that superstition.
No.
Action is an equal and opposite reaction. To be a friend and acts like a two-faced bitch.
Dang, that's harsh.
Born as a banana slug.
That's Newtonian?
Here's an idea. What if I change my name and go live with my cousin and her husband, Avi, in Israel?
That could work.
Sheldon thought it through, at least.
We just pulled an all-nighter trying to fix a zero-gravity pasta maker.
Did Stuart spend the night?
Before you guys went out, I spoke to him, and
I said I don't want to talk about it.
Why?
What goes on between me and Stuart is none of your business, so just leave it alone, okay?
I feel like something happened, right?
If you really want to clean up your karma, go get my freaking latte.
I don't think karma works like that, does it?
If you knew what you were doing, there wouldn't be a space toilet where my coffee table should be.
That's a fair point.
This is not a spare part from the space station. This is the thing from the pizza box.
Yeah, the lid just touches the cheese. Periodic outbreaks of cholera, so a little cardboard in our cheese is no biggie.
It's all about perspective.
Why does Leonard get to go?
Situation with Penny, and if I have to hear about it again, I'm gonna kick him in his ovaries. We've got a prototype ready to test. Hand me that Tupperware.
Wow, that's heavy.
Damn right, it's heavy. It's my mother's meatloaf.
Describing your current circumstances might entitle you to a refund on your master's degree.
Gravity human waste disposal test with meatloaf analog in...
Is it gonna go well?
1.
Maybe. Oh no. That is very bad.
Fascinating.
I'm telling you, I think the date went well, right? That's gonna be the twist.
2 bottles of wine later, we were making out in my car.
I didn't say to give her wine.
Doesn't matter, because that's where it all went to hell.
Sneeze in her mouth? I did that to a girl once.
You did? Oh, that sounds so gross.
Right where she was supposed to say, "Oh, Stuart," she said, "Your name."
That's... Okay, I didn't see
Leonard,
that coming.
that is your name, right?
Yeah, no, yeah.
I feel bad for Stuart.
Well,
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
That must have been the last thing you...
Leonard is celebrating. He's gonna, like, skip home.
Pretty bad.
No doubt, no doubt.
That's gotta be really painful. It's never happened to me, but anyone who it's happened to in real life, that's gotta really suck.
See you soon.
Yep, sure.
Yes, I mean, come on, come on. All right, what are you gonna do now about it, Leonard? They really are setting up for this last episode, huh?
Keep it all classified. No one has to know anything about this but you and me.
What's classified?
I'll tell you later.
It's actually kind of interesting. Pretty funny.
We've deployed our solution. Let's just all hope it works.
See why I have to worry. My career's not hanging in the balance.
That's such an evil smile. That's amazing.
It's funny because it's true.
I like Sheldon's sense of humor.
I'm sorry, were you talking to me?
Yeah, I said Leonard.
Yes, you did, didn't you?
Don't ruin it, I swear. Oh, that was up there the whole time?
What the hell is that?
Meatloaf?
What was it doing on the ceiling?
That's classified.
Raining meatloaf. It's fairly common in apartments, no?
Houston International Space Station, we have a little situation up here. We'd all like to step outside for a few minutes.
Sis, I'm afraid we can't authorize.
You have no choice.
This is more of an FYI call. We are basically out the door.
Oh, I feel bad for Howard's career.
Oh boy.
Wait, what's he working on?
Can't comment without violating our agreement that I not criticize your work.
Okay, you're gonna have to control yourself.
Great restraint on my part.
It could have been worse.
The science here.
You mean a different thing than I do when you say science.
Okay, how's that?
You actually had it right in the first place.
Oh, okay, that's evil.
My classic pranks.
That's pretty good.
Bazinga.
Bazinga.
The president of the university wants me to meet him at his office tomorrow morning at 8 a.m.
Is it good or bad?
Everyone at the university knows I eat breakfast at 8 and move my bowels at 8:20.
Everyone knows.
How am I supposed to carry on with this huge annoying thing hovering over my head?
Distraction.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Is anything gonna happen between Leonard and Penny? That's the question this episode.
Leonard.
2 o'clock in the morning.
Why does everybody keep telling me what time it is? You, the president of the university, his wife, their sullen teenage daughter.
You went over to the house?
Fascinated by what time it is and whether people know it.
Are you crazy?
He didn't respond to my email. Tell me what my other option.
Oh my gosh.
Do you remember the grant proposal?
Hardly a day goes by when I don't think about it. He offered to send you to the North Pole?
Yeah. In fact, he
He's
was
trying to
quite
get rid of Sheldon?
enthusiastic. He said, frankly, if I could send you tonight, I would.
Dang.
I'm a theoretical physicist, a career I chose in no small part because it's indoors.
He thought this through.
The third graders will create macaroni art dioramas depicting scenes from my life.
Ooh, so there's some motivation to go.
Sheldon Cooper at the North Pole.
Yes.
Easy peasy, I'm doing it right now.
We had to leave a movie theater because I got a headache from drinking the icy too fast. I can't go.
Don't go.
How can you say?
See it from both sides.
But my best friend says don't go.
Then go.
Listen to you.
You're in a catch-22, Leonard.
End this conversation and let me go back to sleep.
President Siebert posed the exact same question.
The poor president, he was trying to surrender.
His wife set their dogs on me and rendered the question moot.
I would do the same if someone came and woke me up at 2 a.m.
We'll have an entire summer without Sheldon.
How boring.
We could sit on the left side of the couch.
I could use the bathroom at 8:20.
They could all whistle. They all want to whistle again, right?
Our dreams are very small, aren't they?
Sheldon isn't that big of an inconvenience.
I have tentatively accepted.
You would have thought they just won the lottery.
Invitation to join the Arctic expedition.
Not gonna be the same without you.
We will miss you.
To the North Pole?
Yes.
That would be the trip.
Just so we won't touch your stuff while you're away?
Yes.
Others who might be more qualified, but the thought of interviewing them gave me a stomachache. I'm proposing an enormous undertaking, so why don't you take a few moments to discuss it?
Are they invited along too, or is Sheldon just doing this on his own?
You may want to wait for my door to close.
We're not really gonna go.
Drink for free in any bar, university that has a strong science.
See, when you put it like that, it's definitely worth it.
Engineer who builds the crossbow that kills Sheldon.
Things might get rough up there.
I'm reborn as a well-hung billionaire with wings.
This is what believing in karma gets you. These delusions.
Have you reached a decision?
I'm in.
Damn it, peer pressure. Fine.
Dang, okay.
I am the expedition's team leader. Protocol dictates that be phrased fine, sir. Don't worry,
Here
there
it
will
goes.
be a briefing.
This is just the beginning. This is before you've even left.
Penny.
Sheldon.
That's a good subversion, Penny. Nice tactic.
Penny.
Sheldon.
Penny. I need access to the Cheesecake Factory's walk-in freezer.
Why?
Expedition to the magnetic North Pole.
What?
How that sentence could possibly confuse you.
I mean, it's a little bit random.
Wait, is that a yes or no on the freezer?
She has
That
other
woman
things.
has the attention span of a gnat.
She has other things on her mind.
You were busy, you were surprised, all very fascinating. Now, where do we stand on the freezer?
My initial request.
What you can do, plan into action.
The freezer locks from the outside.
You will have no control in that situation.
She seem upset to you?
No.
Yes.
Are you upset?
A little bit.
2 for 2, I'm on fire.
She'd feel a little bad that I'm gonna be gone for the whole summer?
She does.
Feels like a bonus question.
It is.
Stop here while I'm ahead, but I've had a great time.
I'll play again soon, Sheldon. Play again soon.
The use of tools in extreme temperatures.
Where are your tools?
Right here. Equipment we'll be using to the Cheesecake Factory, because apparently I'm ridiculous. Painting, sideburns, and a Van Dyke on a 6-inch figurine of Leg. You will be completing a series of delicate surgical procedures on the classic children's game.
Oh, that's the best one right there. I want to play that.
For this, I went to MIT.
Yes, yes.
And begin.
It was more fun than school. Oh, rough start. Rough start.
I can't press any of the buttons with my gloves. Oh, son of a bitch!
This is such a California reaction.
Turtle body heat to warm him up.
Take
You
inspiration.
heard the man. Hold him down and I'll cut him open.
I don't understand why we can't assemble the equipment inside the hut and then take it outside.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought of that.
Oh, come on. Use your tools, Sheldon.
I guess we're done here.
It was still fun. That's a fun experience.
Drink/eat this. Hot chocolate with a stick of butter.
With butter?
I can't eat butter. I'm lactose intolerant.
Way ahead of you. That's, and I can't believe it's not butter stick.
That's so much.
Jumped in the Bay of Bengal and tried to swim to Sri Lanka? Would you follow them?
Yes.
Unlikely, Mrs. Kuthrapali. If Raj dies, it'll be from frostbite. Being ripped to shreds by a 1,500-pound polar bear.
Is he wrong? Is he wrong?
You're okay with me going to the Arctic?
I thought you said Arkansas!
Oh.
Didn't say that. You never listened to me.
Doesn't tell me anything. He lives a secret life because he's ashamed.
That could not go much worse.
Blanket.
Oh, no, no, no. Not just a blanket. See, it has sleeves.
That's pretty good.
I'm gonna miss you.
That's a long hug.
See you later.
Bye.
Is Leonard not gonna go now?
The entire country of India, there isn't one Outback Steakhouse.
How did the conversation get there?
Sheldon?
I want a cookie, Meemaw.
That's pretty adorable. Come on. He's dreaming about his grandma?
I don't know if I can go on the expedition.
What?
I don't think I can go to the North Pole.
Yeah.
Okay, Leonard. I know you're concerned about disappointing me.
No.
Comfort from the knowledge that my expectations of you are very low.
Now that's how you be a leader.
I don't think Penny wants me to go.
Valid reason not to go, which it isn't. Missing you is predicated on you leaving. Logic dictates you must leave.
There's some logic to that, but...
She doesn't miss me that long and she meets someone else.
She does have a short attention span. Penny secretly wants you in her life in a very intimate and carnal fashion.
You really think so?
Of course not.
Another prank.
Sleep-deprived state, I've managed to pull off another one of my classic pranks.
What is he gonna say, though?
What did you mean when you said you were going to miss me?
You'll be gone and I'll notice.
That's not saying a lot.
Really long hug. What did that mean?
That wasn't a long hug.
Yes, it was.
At least 5 Mississippis.
You were counting?
I don't know what to tell you. It was just a hug.
Glad we cleared that up.
No, nothing's cleared up at all.
Safe trip.
Thank you.
Means I wish you weren't going.
Dang, but she couldn't bring herself to say that. Are they actually there? They
Damn
are.
it.
Wow, okay.
What?
We're out of ice.
Well, how do we solve this problem?
What are you working on? Crossbow.
Yes. How long have they been there?
So who's up for a movie?
What do you think? Ice Station Zebra or John Carpenter's The Thing?
The Thing is a good choice.
Did you bring the dehydrated low-sodium soy sauce?
Check.
Freeze-dried spicy mustard? Brown rice, not white?
Sorry.
I hid it.
Oh my gosh, he's just non-stop with the pranks. He's non-stop. What happened? He's on a roll.
You're in my spot.
Some things never change. That's incredible. Of course he found a spot.
There's no time for a crossbow. Find me an icicle.
The evidence will melt away.
3 months. This is gonna be great.
Okay, that's how they end it. Interesting. Alright, so that's The Big Bang Theory Season 2, Episodes 21, 22, and 23. And that is also the end of the second season of The Big Bang Theory. Things didn't wrap up as badly as I was kind of expecting with Leonard and Penny. They definitely teased things out between the two of them, but there wasn't a final resolution in the conclusion of the second season, which I do like. I feel like they're leaving the door open to really develop that relationship later in season 3. And I wonder when they get back if things are going to have changed with Penny at all. I mean, that could be sad. That could be a sad way to kind of start season 3. Or we could actually have some episodes of them, you know, doing their research. But I don't feel like they're going to stay there long, just because I feel like with the sets of a sitcom, like, can you have a lot of like snow shoots? I'm not sure. But we did get a conclusion kind of with Howard and Leslie, which I did want because they kind of just walked away from that, similar to what they did with Leonard and Stephanie. But we did get some form of resolution with Leslie officially breaking up with Howard, which is not really a surprise to me. I guess I would have preferred to see if Howard had actually given it a real shot, if he and Leslie would have gotten along, because surprisingly they did seem to get along at the beginning, but that's not what Howard did at all. And so I'm not surprised that Leslie broke up with him and he's depressed. But then we have a nice little Vegas trip, which I didn't expect was going to happen. And that was a fun thing to see, you know, very different than, for example, Friends in Vegas, a very unique Vegas experience for the group. And then I was really bummed out that Sheldon didn't go to Vegas, just because I feel like his reaction to Vegas might have been the most entertaining. But I have to say that having him sleep over at Penny's place was just a great idea. And the way that they tied that all together with the joke at the end of the episode with the friends with benefits explanation when Leonard gets back, I thought was very, very funny. And then they also picked up on the storyline with Stuart and with Penny, which I liked that as well. And of course, Leonard was put in the dilemma of his friend asking him advice about how to go on a date with the woman that he's in love with. And Leonard, of course, predictably, couldn't help himself. I mean, first he just tried to avoid the problem completely, to his credit, but then when he finally was confronted by Stuart, he couldn't help himself. He just gave intentionally bad advice, which, to be fair, I feel like Stuart, you couldn't tell that was bad advice, at least a little bit. I guess maybe not. Maybe if you're a really trusting person and you just think, why would my friend not do me a solid in a circumstance like this? And like I said, I really was expecting a subversion. I thought that Stuart and Penny did surprisingly hit it off when they went on their first date, and I think the only reason things didn't go better for the two of them was largely due to the fact that Sheldon came over and distracted Stuart. This time there was no Sheldon to interfere, but the surprise was that clearly Penny was thinking about Leonard when the two of them were making out, which I do feel bad for Stuart in that circumstance. Like I said during the reaction itself, if that has happened to you in real life, I imagine that would be a very painful thing. But of course, Leonard can't help but be very happy about that situation. But come on, Leonard, how many signs do you need to actually make a serious move with Penny? I mean, come on, dude. I don't know what exactly needs to happen for him to just give it a real shot and be honest about how he feels to her, because clearly she feels something herself. I mean, come on, we had the episode when Leonard's mom came over earlier in the season where they were this close to actually getting together if Leonard had just kept his mouth shut. Anyways, they ended off the season with Sheldon getting an offer to go to the North Pole, and then he invites everyone else, and kind of surprisingly, they all agree to go. And I do think that would be a cool trip to go on. That is a unique opportunity that if I was their friend, I'd say, come on, just go for it. It's 3 months. This could be a great thing for your career. Worst case scenario, you have some crazy funny stories about Sheldon, and you have some time to hang out in a different environment, mix things up. It's an adventure. But of course we can tell that Penny, is going to miss Leonard and doesn't really want him to go. And yes, Leonard did ask Penny about what that goodbye meant, but Penny's not going to say. That's not the solution. It'll be very interesting to see where they pick up with Leonard and Penny at the beginning of season 3, because 3 months is a good amount of time. And part of me is like, okay, are they going to come back, and is Penny going to be in a serious relationship with somebody, not just some guy that she's dating, but actually someone that she likes? Or maybe the complete opposite. Maybe she's really going to miss Leonard after being gone for 3 months, and when he comes back, she's going to be really warm, and that'll be enough of a signal for Leonard to be like, okay, she does like me, let me do something. I feel like it was a cool way to kind of mix up the episode with them going to the North Pole as a way to end the season. They definitely were teasing out the will they won't they between Penny and Leonard, but they didn't give us a definitive answer. I think it was a solid ending to a very solid season, and really it's cool to see the season. I feel like the show is coming into its own more. There's plenty of seasons of The Big Bang Theory, so I'm sure there will be developments, but I feel like already from what we saw in the second season, you can already see some of the depth of the characters, and I feel like both the actors and the writers are kind of finding their place and finding their groove as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed those reactions. As always, you want to watch along the full unedited reactions or future episodes of season 3, that's all up on Patreon, available for early access. If you don't want to wait and you care to support, thank you so much for watching, and as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.